Hey Flosstube!
Hi Flosstube!
Welcome to our channel about cross stitch called HathawayStitchers. We are sisters, and Hathaway is the name of the street that we grew up on. We are going to film a WIP parade today. There is a literal wagon in here. It's like, look, I have a WIP wagon.
I could not figure out where to put all the things, so
Yeah.
we just got out the wagon.
Yeah, a large wagon for the record. WIP wagon.
WIP wagon.
Yep. So we are going to go through all of our WIPs, and WIP is a work in progress.
Yep.
So anything that we've worked on, we've started, whether or not we've worked on it recently or not, we're going to go through them all today.
If it's a project we have put a single stitch in.
Yes.
We'll
there are a couple where it's not many more than that. For me.
Same.
Yep. So we're going to go through all of those, but because a lot of people really love WIP parades and go around watching them all, we wanted to do our full intros just in case there are some new people here. So if you are returning, if you've watched us before, thank you so much. We've missed you. We've had a little bit of a gap with the holidays and work and some exciting stuff that Amity's been doing. And yeah, if you're new, welcome. We're excited you're here. So my name is Erinn. I am 44 years old. My pronouns are she, her. I live in Northern Kentucky. Actually, we're neighbors, so right next door. I live with my husband, and we have a dog named Hanson, and a lot of outdoor critters that we feed.
So many outdoor critters.
They're
the best.
They eat well. So I started stitching, well, our mom taught us both to stitch when we were pretty young. I maybe 7 or 8, and then didn't do it again until around a year and a half ago when Amity tricked me into going to Keepsakes with her. Keepsakes is our LNS, our local needlework shop. I bought a few things there and then just, deep dive, fell deep.
Yeah. And bought a few more things and a few more things.
A lot more things. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. We started our Flosstube a year ago in like a week. Like our first floss.
Really?
Yeah. It's our Flosstube anniversary almost in a couple days.
Oh, I was thinking it was March.
No, it was January.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So happy Flosstube.
Oh, I feel like we should like have a celebration. We should have like a celebration or something.
Pause. we need to plan a celebration.
I honestly didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like the 30th. I think it's early in a couple days. So
that's fun.
We'll double check the date, but it's right around this time. And it has been an amazing experience, and we're very grateful for all of you. Yes, we've loved meeting so many people and being part of this community. So I think that's it. I'll say I stitch a lot of different things. I love Halloween. I've really fallen hard for Quakers.
You really have.
I didn't think that would be my thing. But yeah, I really love them. And I like bright, obnoxious colors. You'll see that as we go through WIPs. So yeah, love it. Had a great time so far, and that's me.
Yay.
Oh, I forgot. I have an Instagram.
Oh,
It is Cozy Town Stitches, because for a long time we called our living room Cozy Town, and I would stitch in there a lot. We also have an account that our friend Alex, who is SarcyGurl.
Alex.
Yeah, Alex and myself and Amity, where we post sals, which are stitch-alongs or start-alongs, whatever works best for you, which is crossstitch_salander. So.
And shout out to Alex, because
Oh my
she has
gosh.
been like...
Yes. She's the...
I don't really do anything anymore. Alex and Erinn have this whole thing.
Well, Alex does all the assets. I just am good at... I post them. That's all I do.
You post them.
Yeah. So yes. Now I'm done. That is me.
Okay.
Over to you.
Alright. I'm Amity. I am 41, I believe. Yeah. Yes, you're 41.
Max, yes.
I'm 41. Also live in Northern Kentucky, like Erinn said. We are neighbors. And I live with my husband and my 2 kids. I have a son who is 9 and a daughter who is 4.
Almost 5.
Almost 5. It's true. And they're both just like the best crazy kids ever.
Lunatics.
In
the best possible way.
In the best way.
I love them.
They're great.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's kind of the same backstory as Erinn. Obviously, like, our mom taught me about the same age, about 7 or 8. And I, like, did, like, one project and then didn't do anything for another, I don't know, 12 years or so. Yeah. And then I would pick up a project and do a project every, like, 4 years. And did not get back to it fully until 2018. And I have stitched every day since I started in 2018.
Amazing. Even with, like, a bum finger.
It's true. I put in 1 stitch every day.
To keep the streak going.
It's true. I was not about to lose the streak.
Yeah.
So that is me. And I also design cross-stitch patterns under the name Boomerang Stitches. So that you can find me on Etsy.
Yep. We should put a link to your Etsy store in the notes.
I will.
Yeah. And the discount code.
Yes, there's also a discount code that just kind of runs all the time. Bird Herd 20% off.
There you go. Yeah.
Is that it? I think
that's it. I will say we forgot this part. Our mom was super crafty, like what we now call multi-crafter. I don't know if the concept of that existed then, but she crocheted and sewed a lot and would quilt. And our grandmother owned a ceramic store, so she would do that and make ceramics, and she always did the eyes. She was good at the details.
She was very good at the details.
Yeah. And our dad was not crafty, but always crafting things, if that makes sense. Like, think MacGyver.
It's true.
Like, it's like, oh, now I can make that.
It's true.
And yes, they were both collectors of things. So, yeah.
It comes naturally.
Yes, it's true. We came by it honestly.
Yes.
Okay, so these are kind of sort of in order. So Amity's are chronological, earliest to latest. Mine are just kind of thrown in, so you didn't have to be like 15 of her projects and then one of mine.
So I could have a break.
And again, she started stitching a lot earlier than I did. This pile of yours is very precarious.
Every time the table shakes, I feel like it's gonna fall.
So
it's fine.
We got this.
We should say, what's your WIP count?
Oh, 40.
Mine is currently at, well, if I break it down, I even changed it because I recounted. If I break it down, because like some projects, I consider one project, but they're like 4 different designs. If I break it down so it's like each chart I'm doing a design, I have 103 right now.
There you go. I guess everyone does this. We have to do the obligatory, like, we're fine with the number of WIPs we have.
We're fine.
It's not maybe for everyone, but yeah, the number doesn't matter to me. As long as it's an even number, I'm fine with mine.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So, all right, you get to kick us off.
All right. So this, I'm going to say, is the first project, but it is obviously not the first project I've ever done because it's a remnant project that I charted up. And I just call it Love. It doesn't have a name, but I saw, like, in 2019, there's an Instagram account, but I saw her blog. Laura Lupin Howard had done a thing where she had taken all of her just orts and just like scrap. You know, those scrap flaws she'd have at the end of a project, and it made like a quilt kind of block pattern like this. And I was like, I want to do that so bad. So I just grabbed, this is on 14 count Ada, and just charted out the love in the middle, so it'll be kind of reversed and everything around it will just be filled in.
Fine. So do you save up the orts like all year and then work on it, or you just have them?
I have bags and bags and bags of floss, and it's just whenever I feel like working on it. It's great for the car because it's like there's no pattern. You just
just fill in a chunk,
a block, a line, whatever you want it to be. So it's really fun and really easy to work on, and it's very nice to come back to like 14 count sometimes. Just like, oh,
you're so easy.
You're so easy to work with. So I love it, and I think I do need to. I need to put more work into it. This is going to be this. Everyone says this. I need to pick this back up.
Yeah.
For everything, but I do want to maybe at the end of each month, just like pull the bag out, work on it for like a day or something, and then
that's a good idea.
Get some progress on it because I do want it to eventually be done, or it can it'll last forever.
True.
So that's number 1.
Fun.
Yay. Okay.
All right.
Number 2. Oh, that was just white Ada.
Yeah.
I said it was 14 count. That was
white.
So,
in case you weren't looking.
All right, we're doing this. The next one is multiple designs by Brooks Books Publishing, and these were her free Advent Animals. And I just kind of arranged them. I picked my favorites and arranged them in 2 lines, and then staggering, like, Merry Christmas is what it'll say. So I have 2, I think, left. An elephant and a sheep, I believe. And then for whatever reason, I forgot to do the S right there. But this is just on an 18 count Lugana that I dyed, just Rit dye.
It's Ada.
It is Ada. What'd I say, Lugana?
Mm-hmm.
It's Ada.
I only know this because I saw the notes.
Well, no, that would make sense.
Yes.
There's an 18 count Lugana.
Oh, that's fair. And there's that.
So this is one that I really want to finish this year. I'm sure most people have heard, but the designer Brooke of Brooke's Books passed away, and I want to do this kind of in her memory and her honor to get it finished. So she was an amazing designer and super generous. Like I said, all of these were free.
Yeah.
So she just and there were so many free patterns that I don't believe are available anymore.
Since she passed.
But
Right.
I really want to get this done this year. So that is on my list of things to finish.
All right.
Then this next one is on 14 count Oatmeal Ada. And this is a Charlie Harper design called Baffling Belly. And it's one that I kind of charted myself based off of a needlepoint pattern because I could not find the cross stitch pattern for it. And this has been a WIP since 2018. The other one, everything I've shown is kind of 2018, 2019. And I have, for whatever reason, went through and done one side of like one
X, one leg.
One leg of the X.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'll go back and do the next. And it's horrible. It is awful. It's like 3 strands on 14 count. It's super hard to work with.
It looks great though.
The coverage that's done looks good, but I might scrap it. I might start it over. That's how much I don't like working on it.
If you hate it, I'll finish it.
You're gonna hate it.
Oh yeah, 3 strands for sure. It has like needlepoint vibes, like the coverage, the way it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'll try it, but like.
What if you finish the second leg with 2 strands?
I might.
No one's gonna know.
I will.
They're not gonna know.
I will know. And now everyone will know.
No.
I don't know, maybe. Because I love it. It's one of my favorite prints of his, but it's just not, like, look at the back.
Thick.
It's so thick. It's just not fun to work on, but we'll see.
Looks great.
So there's that.
Yep.
Your turn.
Nope.
My turn. All right, this is a Charlie Harper design that is a cross stitch pattern called Love from Above. And this one is almost like, I would say it's about 50% done. This is on my list to finish this year. It is on 14 count white Ada.
It's white Ada.
White.
The Ada's white.
It is white.
Yeah.
And I love it. One thing, like all of the the Harper and Stitches designs have so many like quarter stitches and half stitches. And
I've never done any
look
of
at
them.
all these. Like all of this like weirdness. So it's like, oh, it looks like it should be so easy, but it still takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But I love it, and I will finish it for sure. Oh, I did do a color conversion. I think it's all DMC. I don't remember what it was called for, but yeah.
Very nice. Now
it's your
now
turn.
it's my turn. Yes. And I have a really sad update on a WIP that I've lost. So I have 3 WIPs from 2023, and I can see them in a bag together, but I don't know where that bag has gone. So I'll show a picture of what the pattern will be. It's called Emotional Support Possum, and I started it for Amity as a gift. It's from Calming Hobbies on Etsy. I was at 13.6%, so hopefully.
Do you have a picture of your progress you had, or just a picture of the pattern?
I don't know. I might be able to pull it from our last WIP parade. Yeah, if I can, I will. If not, I'll just show the pattern. But yeah, it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's around my house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So good.
If not, I'll restart it.
Oh my goodness. You don't have to.
Yeah. On to you.
On to me. Okay, so my next one is the first full coverage that I had ever started. It's called Starry Night. And it's by Stitched Lizard on Etsy. Stitched Lizard on Etsy. Which is no longer available. I did look for it and couldn't find it. There are So many though. There's so many if you're looking for Starry Night, different full coverage options. And this is stitched on, I believe, I don't have it written down, but I think it's 16 count. Country Blue Ada, I believe is what it was. And I did the blue because it was so much of it was blue. I thought if it showed through, it would not be so noticeable. But I'm going to UFO this one. I hate it. I don't hate. Okay, I like the design. The back is horrible, and I'm not a person that cares about what the back looks like. I just don't like how it feels when I hold it, and so it's like physically touching it, trying to stitch it.
It's thick.
It's so bad.
Oh, there's not. You were nodding.
I was nodding things. There's like, it's just I can't do it. So, will I restart it? Maybe, but I think I might UFO it. It's bumpy too. It's not like consistent on the front. I don't like it.
Garbage.
No, this is 4.76%, so I could not imagine doing the other 95 plus percent. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Would you use that fabric for something? Like, do you hate the fabric, or you just hate how it it's stitched on it?
I just hate this.
The back.
I just hate all of that mess in the back. I can't touch it. I hate it so much. No, the fabric's fine. I mean, it's like pretty
color.
Neutral. Yeah. I might use it for something. Or if you use 16 count some.
Not really. Angela does.
Angela! Good news.
Country Blue. Like 3 yards of it coming your way.
Country Blue. Okay, this next one is another kind of full coverage that also I might UFO. I don't know.
You're not feeling the...
I'm not really feeling the full coverage right now. There is one full coverage that I'll show that I am going to keep and do, but I don't know. This one's on 16 count, and I just don't like the way the stitches look. This one was just called Succulent, and it was purchased on Etsy. I think it was Solvum Probler on Etsy. It might still be available. I forgot to check this one. But this is stitched on a 16 count, or an 18 count. I said 18. Okay, it's stitched on an 18 count that is just dyed by me.
The colors are pretty.
The colors are pretty. Like, I like it. I just don't know if I want to finish it.
Yeah.
Right now, at least. Maybe I can put it away, set it aside, and then...
That's true. It's really pretty.
I don't know. But, so this is 17.28%. And we'll see. Oh, the noise it makes when
it's
you hold
loud.
it. I just don't like it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. So this one I'm not going to UFO. This one I started, oh geez. When did I start this?
April 20th.
4/20, 2020. This is Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. Am I in the pattern? Am I in the front?
You're good. It's all there.
Okay. This is Pandemic, and I am, what, Erin, 53?
You are 53.16% done.
Yeah. I'm doing this on 18 count.
White Ada.
White Ada. Do you sense a theme with everything I started? It was like white Ada, everything. And I just picked my normal, like, 5 colors, and this will be for my daughter. I did a Death by Cross Stitch that kind of became for my son. I did a little personalization for him in there. So this one will have a personalization for her.
She was a pandemic baby.
She was. She was born a week before they, like, shut down the hospitals with visitors and everything. So we lucked out on that. But she's definitely a pandemic raised baby. Yes. And you can tell. But
I love these colors.
It
might be my favorite of all of your long dogs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I go back and forth. Like, I'll look at it one time and I'm like, I love it. And then I'll be like, looking at it again and be like, I really don't think it's working. But I currently like it. So I will continue
Great
on
news.
with it.
Yeah.
Great news. Goal was to finish it this year. Whether that will happen, I'm not sure. I have some obligations to get done this year, but maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could happen. If it doesn't.
If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's one of the bigger projects that I do want to focus on at least. So.
Yeah. How many long dogs, like active long dogs, do you have right now?
Active? We'll find out. You can do a count. That's
true.
One.
We'll start 1.
I don't know. 5 or 6 maybe. Okay. really the next one is another one that you don't have to show.
I have 3 in a row that I
I'm
lost.
gonna just be like, here's 20 projects.
Yep.
This one is, you guessed it, on white Aida.
What?
18 count white Aida. So this is one I charted up, and it's just our first house, and I basically just charted the front elevation of our house.
With the correct number of bricks.
Oh yes, it has I counted the bricks. It has the correct number of bricks on the front of the house. But I stopped. I had some like frogging that I needed to do, and then I was just like, I'm done. But I am going to do it because I love it. It'll be nice. I wanted to put like our first house at the bottom, and then maybe like the coordinates of like where it's located, or maybe just the coordinates even. I don't know. Yeah. I just think it's neat. And like, my son knows that that was his room. That was his window. And then my daughter's window, that's what I messed up on. I had to frog.
Oh.
But, so yep. I don't have, I think we said it before in our other WIP braid, I don't have a picture of it, but it is like your standard bi-level house.
It's a house.
It's a house. It's just like a basic bi-level house, but
fun.
It is fun. I think it'll be cute when it is finished. I think it'll be cute.
My next lost board WIP is The Last Unicorn from Tiny Modernist, and I love it so much because I love that movie as a kid. Mm-hmm. Wherever it is on 14 count opalescent midnight.
The fabric is so
sparkly
pretty.
Aida from Witch's Garden Crafts, and I was at 25.2%. So I hope I can find it. I had the unicorn done. I just had to do all yes, I just had to do all the trees and stuff around it, the water. So
where is it?
I don't know. I kept all of my cross stitch stuff in one little shelving unit thing, so I'm not sure where it would have been.
You didn't travel with it, did you? Did you leave it somewhere?
Nope.
Okay.
I wouldn't have taken all 3 if I did. Anyway.
True.
Well, we'll keep looking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or we'll restart it.
The next one that I worked on is Your Heart is a Muscle. And this is going to be giant. It's a whole, yes. This is about like 3/4, well, maybe like 2/3, I guess. It'll be like over here somewhere. Sure. So this is based off of the artwork by Dahlia Sapon Shevin. It was a woodcut that was done, and I did not look up the year. Dang it.
At some point in time.
Some point in time, we'll put the year.
Yeah.
That's important. My husband had seen it and just fell in love with the artwork, and so I decided I would make it as a gift for him, which he knows about.
Okay.
He helped pick out the color red. He picked out DMC 666. And this is 36 count antique white Lugana or even weave.
That's a weird one for you. 36.
What? I know. And it's one strand. Part of the reason I haven't picked this back up is because it's kind of annoying, but now one strand loop start.
Yep, game changer.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna totally pick this back up. It's so big. I mean, we'll see the full picture, but
yeah, it's
I like fun. It. I was debating on doing it because on 18 count I do 2 strands because I like the coverage. On this, I like the 1 strand because it kind of mimics, like you can see through it some, and it looks kind of like the woodcut.
Oh, yep.
Like how it's not like fully saturated on the color, which I really liked. So
good call.
Yeah. Oh, it's dirty. Gross.
It's DMC. You can wash it when you're done.
Yes. Oh, but it's red.
Oh,
I get so nervous.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out.
Hopefully it'll be covered up.
Yeah. I do need to get back to this one. He hasn't specifically requested any cross stitch except for this, so I'm like, I feel like I need to get this done for him. It'll happen.
Yep. Someday.
Someday. It'll happen. Okay. This next one is one that I charted. And this is, what is it, 1/13 of it is done. Is that how many letters are in Happy Birthday? 13?
Oh, but there's an exclamation point, isn't there?
I didn't do an exclamation.
Oh, well then yeah. 13.
We're not excited. It's just Happy Birthday. No. It is your birthday.
It is your birthday.
So I made, this is going to be one little pendant. Is that?
Pennant.
Pennant.
Well, the whole thing's a pennant. is it a flag and a pennant?
I don't know.
One letter.
One letter. So I'm going to finish this so it's one letter, and then they'll all be connected like a normal banner or whatever it would be. And all of the lines run, like you can see, like these run up here, like so on the next one, like it carries over, so they all kind of look like they flow. But I have H done so far.
Gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere. And I did not, this is one that I did not work on last year at all. I didn't work on the your heart is a muscle one.
Well, you
either.
didn't know about the one strand loop start. Now you do.
It's true. I'll get back to it.
It's too bad you didn't do that in Sulky.
I love Sulky.
Everybody's a convert.
I did one project at Stitch Away. It was a SAF, a start and finish, because I really wanted to try Sulky. And it's so good. It's so good. Like, I want to order the whole Sulky line now.
It was we looked it up. You can get the whole line.
It's true. Alex would be so proud.
I know.
I don't even think I've told her yet. Alex, I love Sulky now.
You should have listened earlier.
It's true. How many times did you say it was great?
Yeah.
But, yes. So that was one when I first started. I was like, I'm going to do a letter a month. And then, like, I'll double down, you know, obviously one day to get it done. And then, no.
Best laid plans.
Yes. Okay, the next one is, it's a Quaker thread sampler is what I'm calling it. I believe the chart itself is called like ABC123, and it's by Quiltify Designs on Etsy. And this one was, I had, up until this point, really only exclusively used DMC and stitched on Ada, or even weave, some. But I hadn't really stitched on linen, so I had the nice lady at the shop in Tennessee, I can't think of what it's called, Cross Stitch and something.
In Johnson City?
Mm-hmm. Cross Stitch and Crafts?
Oh, maybe? I don't know.
I thought you acted like you knew what it was.
No,
like,
I remember you
Johnson
talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, she helped me pick out a linen that I didn't hate the feel of. And I think it's just, 28 count white cashel linen. So the whole premise behind this is I wanted to try all the different floss that I could, because I didn't want to like commit a project to be like, oh, I'm going to kit this all up in Classic Colorworks or one thing, because I never tried anything. So this is going to have 40 different floss styles or companies in there.
All teals.
All teals. Yes, I should say. Good point. All like teal greens. And so I'm just trying them all and seeing what I like. And it's been fun. So like each motif I think has like, well, if it's a small motif like this, it just has like one. I think this is a wool of some kind. And then if it's a larger one, I tried to do 2 colors. So
I love it. It's like it's all an experiment. Like the linen.
It is. It
all
is.
The threads.
And there's an alphabet that runs along the top. If I do the alphabet, I'm currently at 17.76%. And then obviously I'm farther along if I don't decide to do the alphabet. And there was a lady on Instagram, we'll put her information here, who also was like, oh, do you mind if I also do this? And I was like, please do. Like, that's amazing. And she just finished hers.
What?
Yes.
I want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it up there. And she also did like teals and greens, and it was so fun. And it makes me want to work on this even more now, like seeing hers finish. I believe she did a long dog sampler, a Quaker long dog sampler. Wow.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Did you have all the 40 that you need?
I do now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have too many now. So I have to like narrow it down.
Maybe you should do the alphabet.
I might.
Yeah.
I was going to use it as a key, like A is going to be this floss and then like where it's located. It's kind of like where it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a chart. I couldn't tell you right now what is what, but I do have a chart.
And it has birds.
It has birds, of course. Okay.
All right.
The next one. Ruby. Giant squid. So this is
so you can talk.
Sure. Show my progress. Yeah, I have one eyeball. This is a kit by Emily Peacock Tapestry. And I ordered mine on Etsy. She also has a website that you can order through. And the kit, this is a 7 count canvas and it's stitched with anchor wool. And it is challenging for me, which is why I'm not farther. I haven't mastered, I'm not in the, I don't have the flow. I don't have the groove of it yet. I feel like if I put more time into it, obviously I'd make more progress, but like it would just be like, it would feel more natural, and I just haven't had time to put the time in. It's not one that I can quickly pull out and put a few stitches in. It's like one I have to commit to working on like that day.
Clear space.
Yeah.
Make room.
It's a little giant. I think it's like 3 feet by I don't know what. I love it so much though. I started this was my birthday start in 2023. Which I like to start giant projects on my birthday. Starry Night was my birthday start in 2018.
Oh, nice.
I commit to large projects on my birthday, and then I'm not gonna UFO this one though, like I am the other.
Good. I love Ruby.
Because I love Ruby.
I look at that website all the time. There's so many good.
There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. And Kelly, I think Kelly Maker Stitcher on Instagram. She is so far. She's made such good progress on it, so you should definitely go look at hers. Like, it's amazing.
On Ruby? Or
on Ruby.
Yeah. Oh, and Tara finished one too. If you want to see Wilda Woman Crafts, she finished another Ruby Peacock. Oh, not Peacock. Ruby Peacock? What's the brand?
Emily Peacock Tapestry.
Emily Peacock. Ruby the
is
Giant
the squid. What are the words that you're saying?
I just took a lot of the words and mashed them together. But yes, if you want to see a finished version of a different one, you can look at Tara. Yeah.
They're all great. I love all of her designs.
Yeah. And now my last missing WIP.
Yay, it's your turn.
After this, I will absolutely have real things to show you. I won't butcher the pronunciation, but it is a French company, and I saw it, and I just fell in love with it. And
so pretty.
Amity, we have to track this down. We found one on eBay. So it is a wreath or a crown, and they have one for each season. So I'm working on the winter one. So Hiver, I think is how you pronounce that. Yes, would love to do them all. Their patterns are they're so delicate, and they're very pretty.
Large, isn't it a very large pattern?
It's large, but like a lot of, I think part of it, like I hadn't worked on it much because it was like, I was brand new to this, and it was very like finicky and like a lot of color changes, and it was the first pattern I had that wasn't in Pattern Keeper.
Oh yeah.
Because I only had it in paper, so it was a lot. So I might restart it.
So you intentionally lost it.
So I hid it from myself.
That's true.
Yeah. So no, I might restart it. Because I do still love it.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I hope you find it.
They need to sell their patterns somewhere in the US.
That would make it easier.
Yes.
Make it a lot easier.
Yeah. All right, back to you.
Okay.
I love the fabric on this one.
It's so good.
Yeah.
This is Inordinate Fondness by Hannah Stitching Designs. And you'll see that this one is a different color because I need to frog that one. I had started out using this floss and didn't like the way it was working. It didn't seem to be reading well, so I switched over to this color. And this is just DMC 4000. So it's kind of got like browns and blues, and it reminded me of like bug colors.
Yeah. There's
like,
like
like
gray
a little bit
yeah,
of like,
it's really fun.
I don't know. So I do need to frog that, but I think, so I'm at 27.25%, and I believe that does include this. Though.
Okay.
So I am not as far as that, but I haven't taken that out of Pattern Keeper. But this is 32 count Mustard Murano Even Weave, which I have not been able to find. I bought it at like a big box store, and they no longer sell it.
Boo.
So if anyone has a fabric that looks like this,
it's really good
please
color.
let me know, because I love this color.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to search for it for a while. Yeah.
Or dyers. If
anyone wants to make me this color. Or not just me, you can make it for everyone. Everyone would like it. I love it so much. It's one of my favorites, and I have not been able to find it. Okay. That is not what's next.
Nope.
It's this one.
The other big one.
The other big one. I only ironed 3 things, and this is the last one I ironed. But this is Portuguese Bird Sampler by Barbara Anna Designs. It's a very, very modified version of the pattern, which we'll show.
And this is a smaller version, right?
Yes, this is smaller.
It's big.
I took out, I don't know, probably like, it's probably like that much taller. Like added on. So like,
okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to change. There were some things that I was like, that's not a bird. I don't want that in the patterns.
Why would I ever stitch that?
I was like, that's a horse. I don't want that. So I
just put a large bird in there.
Yes, I did. I took, well, I like, in replace of the horses, I just moved some of the birds up. So all the birds would be together.
There you go.
And there was like a large alphabet, which is really cool, like how it was designed. You can see this. I mean, it's probably common, but right. Oh, I'm like, oh, do a different figure. Oh, I still can't hold things. So they had an alphabet that was this large.
I like that, like the blocky.
It is
letters.
like I love it, but it was a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot. So on the top, I'm just gonna put Phillips, which is my last name, and I still kept the bottom alphabet, which is weird. Or I brought it down. It was at the top, and I brought it down.
It's weird.
I like it. Weird for me.
Yes.
Because I normally get rid of the alphabets, but I liked that. Yeah. So I've shown it before, just like a blurred out version. I don't know if we've had it up or not yet, but if not, we'll show it here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is on 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana by Witchelt, which is one of my favorites.
It's really pretty.
You'll see a lot of things. You could tell when I bought this in bulk.
I'm looking at the pile and all the
It's
silvery
like
moon.
right there. It's all like everything I started.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 in a row was this, but it's just nice to work on. And I love the colors. I did like a 50-50 conversion on it. So half are called for, half are substitutes. But
nice.
this was another one I wanted to have done this year.
I mean, could happen.
I like it.
If you do nothing else.
If I did like broke it down into a quarter.
Yeah.
Every 3 months. That's a lot.
You just have so much you want to do.
I do. We'll see.
Get done what you get done.
Yeah. The theme for this year is I'm just trying to be more relaxed and less scheduled. I'm trying to be like Erinn this year.
Just go with just vibes. Just go with the flow. Plus, you had your year of starts last year.
Yes.
And you'll have your year of finishes this year.
I am working on finishes. I already have 3 so far. So that makes me happy.
I love this fabric too.
This is good. This is 36 count Mirage Edinburgh linen. Did I say that right?
I think it's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Every time I say
Well, you
that
typed
wrong.
Edinburgh, so you set yourself up for failure.
Edinburgh.
I think it's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. This is a linen.
Linen. 36 count linen.
Yes. With 1 strand. And it's just $3,799. This is called Witch by Lottie Da.
Oh, it's the hippie skirt.
It's the hip. Yes. Her hips are so big. I love it so much.
Amy's a sucker for it.
It's... I love it. I love it. I think this might be on... I have 20... I want to finish 25 projects in 2025, and I believe this is one of those that is on there. For the most part, I tried to pick ones that were manageable and like, yes, I could actually finish that. And I think this is one that's on there. We'll see. It's fun.
Yeah.
Me again. And then you have a real one to show.
I know, I have one like IRL in the room. Oh, this one's fun?
Yes.
This is another one you'll finish this year.
No. This is Scheherazad's Dream by Twin Peak Primitives. Twin Peak Primitive?
Primitives, I think.
Primitives, okay. By Twin Peak Primitives. And this is on 46 count Heather linen by Fiber on a Whim. It's so tiny. I have this literal 1 flower.
I love it so much because it's such a huge pattern.
It is. Like, I folded this up, but it's like this whole thing. You can't even see the flower like disappears.
I was just going to say, where'd it go?
It's right here. It's so giant. I think part of it is I don't stitch on linen that much, and stitching 1/1 on linen like is very slow for me, so I just don't pull it out. But
hold on, it's 1/1 and it's going to be that big?
That's why I picked 1/1 because I was like,
so you didn't want a bed sheet to stitch on?
Yes. I saw the model stitch at Keepsakes, which is why I bought it. And the model was big, but yeah, it's so little.
It's just a baby.
It's just a baby. No, I do love it. This is I think 0.55% done.
Heyo, look out.
So it'll get there. I honestly did think about restarting it.
Oh, on like a different
On
count.
something that I could, it's just easier for me, but I do like this so much.
That color's great too.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
I have a real
Yes.
accounted for WIP. Yay! This is for Inkling by Noctiflora Designs. It is on 14 count Haunted Ada from Picture This Plus, and I am stitching it for, or I guess in honor of my sweet dog Corbin, who passed away at the end of 2023. And Gretchen from Noctiflora Designs designed this pattern when her cat Inkling passed away. So I reached out to her because at the time it was in a box or some kind of like collective thing that you had to buy. I was like, if there's any chance you ever sell this, please let me know. And she very kindly sent it to me. And it is now a freebie that you can get on her Facebook page. So if you join the Noctiflora Designs Facebook page, it is under, I think, files. She has a bunch of freebies on there.
That was super nice.
So nice. Yeah, so I just love it so much. But yeah, I will see you in every shadow until I become one too. So I look at it and I'm like, oh, I've got so much done. But this is 13%.
It's so
There's
deceptive.
like
Isn't there a lot of white?
Chunky white and black, like at the top and at the bottom. So, yeah, I love it though.
Did you say what it was stitched on?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
14 count Haunted.
Okay. I just
Picture
didn't.
This Plus.
Okay. I just didn't hear.
Back to you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I love this one. This one makes me so happy. It's Forest House's Raccoon by Forest Embroidery. This is what I have. Look at him. He's doing laundry. And then this little mouse is in her little cubby thing doing
She's ironing.
I love this one so much. And it looks like it's a shoe. Is it supposed to be a shoe?
Oh.
Well, see what I mean? Like, it looks like that would be like laces.
Like laces. That might be a shoe.
Is she ironing in a shoe?
She might be.
I love it even more.
I point this out every time, but I love it so much that the floss, is it the Forest thread pack that you used?
Yes, this is the Forest floss pack for this.
They're very variegated, and she,
Oh no, what just fell?
I don't know.
Just some whips. No big deal.
Yeah. She made it so that like the part that's not in the water yet on what the raccoon is washing looks dirty.
No, the part remember I reversed it.
Oh, that's right.
You say this every time. I'm like, no, I did it wrong.
No, it makes sense. That makes sense too. She already did the clean part, and now the dirty part's being washed. It's little things.
It's little things. I love it. It's cute. I did buy the kit for this, and ended up not using the Forest linen I think it came with.
Yep.
And just used 32 count Cream of Sugar Lugana by Fiber and Wool. And I am 28.62%. I took this to StitchCon last year. It's a really good retreat stitch. It's like pretty easy.
Yeah.
I liked it. And then it has like, you'll see, but it has, like I did this whole mouse shoe thing at StitchCon. It's like a small finish in my head.
Yeah. It's kind of like a motif.
Yeah. And when I'm done with this one, I can start a different forest house.
Which one's next?
It's a great question because I love them all.
Fair.
I'm not sure. Okay, so this is one I absolutely love. It is Autumn Fractor by Plum Street Samplers. And it's on 32 count. Okay, Affogato?
Yep, that's it.
Affogato Lugana by Fiber on a Whim. I am obsessed with this one. I love the colors. I think you helped me with the colors on this one. Because they have like the fancy floss and the DMC conversion. And I think I did half of the fancy floss, half DMC. Just like picked the ones that we thought looked best together. And I'm really excited about this. I want to finish this one. This is on my list for this year.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know how far I am. I feel like I'm kind of like far. 30? I would say 30%?
Yeah, feels
25?
Right. Feels about right. 28.
28%. Because it's mirrored, there's another bird that's mirrored on the other side with some other things, but I love it. I have to get back to that one because it is on my list. Okay, so this next one is a turkey. Turkey Day by Cottage Garden Samplings. He's so cute.
I think maybe I'm mixing him up with Sir Thomas in my head, but I didn't realize he was so small.
Oh, yeah,
I know Sir Thomas is giant. Yes, but I think in my head, like, turkey patterns are giant.
No, this guy's little. He's cute. He's cute. This is another one that's just on 32 count cream and sugar Lugana. And I do not know how far I am on that because it's a paper pattern. But I love him. I don't think he's small. I wonder why he's not on my list to finish.
At one point, you were going to finish Sir Thomas. You said. Yeah.
I wanted to finish Sir Thomas by StitchCon.
Oh.
Because I wanted to put it on the brag table. I was like, it's going to be so good. I'll have like all the beads done. You'll see how far I am.
That's a lot.
It's not going to happen. He's way down the list though.
We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Yeah, this one's a tiny turkey pattern. I love him though. I think you picked it for Whip of the Week.
Yeah, a little while ago.
Was it the last one? It's been so long.
I honestly don't remember. I remember
but I know I did this pink flower when you told me
nice.
to do the Whip of the Week. Okay. Oh, I love this one. I love them all.
I know.
Okay, this is Tangled Tidings Christmas by Tell and Emblem. And this is just stitched on 32 count white, antique white Lugana. I love this one so much. I love the style of Tell and Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really unique and cool, and I love it. And I should put this on my to finish list.
You can't put everything on the list.
I know, but I want to. Now this one is a little bit bigger, so I probably won't, but
maybe you pull him out in for Christmas and July stitching.
Yes, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. I just love him so much.
My next one is Christmas Woodland Animals, and it is a pattern from xCrossStitchPatternx on Etsy. And I do love the pattern. I hate this fabric.
The fabric is
like,
no, don't touch. No, stop it.
It's so gross.
I don't want it to touch
and
me.
like crunchy. So I might restart. Obviously, I'm not very far. I am 2.1%. I don't even know which way that. Oh, it's a foxtail. So yes, I am 2.1%. So I might restart it on something that I don't hate the feel of. So yeah, 14 count black, just DMC Ada, called for floss.
I can hear it.
I know.
So,
it's like an ASMR. It's an experience.
But it's horrible.
It's a whole experience. Our friend Angela is working on the same pattern. She's like 70% done.
Yeah, it was like her first project she started on.
Yeah,
black,
she's almost done with it now. So yes, I think I will restart him.
I would
restart it. Let me just. Doesn't even fold. So okay.
Put that one away.
Done.
Oh, now we're switching up to 3 to 1.
Well, it's because we got to when we just started together.
Oh, okay. So this next one is the Songbirds Garden Series 2, and this is Merry and Bright by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I have this little bird.
That's cute.
I love it. It's so little. It's stitched 1/1, and it's on 46 count raw natural Bergen linen. I just think he's cute. But again, it's 1/1 on linen, and it's like hard for me to see.
They're so tiny. Little baby stitches.
I have more in the series that I am going to start, but they're going to be bigger, which is kind of annoying because I wish they were all the same, but...
Well, it's like a small bird, so it's small.
I don't like that.
Perfect logic.
I don't know. I could restart it to make it bigger.
You could. Ding.
Ding. I don't know what that was. Okay. Oh, long dog number 2.
There you go.
Right?
Yep.
This is Santa Quill, long dog samplers, and this is stitched on 32 count Stormy Night Lugana. And I am 13.21%. And I'm going to do, this is 3799, so So I'm going to do white, 3799, and then the Santa hat on the raven, I think I'm going to do a red. I love it. I want to get back to this one.
Finish out this year.
No, this is not on my list to finish this year, but I do love it. It's a small long dog sampler, though. It's a manageable one.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, so next project is Dream of a Winter Garden by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this one is on 32 count Storm Lugana by Picture This Plus.
I love those colors on that fabric.
I love it. I bought the Roxy Flosco pack for this, and when I got it, like the greens were a little more like towards like the evergreen hue, which was, they were very pretty colors, but I was wanting it to be more teal. So I changed the greens to more teal and then kept the reds and pink. And I stitched on the Summit Stitch North.
That makes sense. Roxy Flosco. Yeah.
Is this on my list? No, this one is not on my list.
No.
There was a SAL, I haven't participated in this yet, but there is a new SAL for it, Winter Garden SAL 2025, hosted by Somi Sarah and Stitching Sally. So the next time I work on this, I will use that.
There you go. All right, Cabin in the Woods.
Oh man. My progress. Look at this. I'm gonna hold mine real close.
Oh look, we can match them up because I started that section just now. Look how different it is from, I think this is, it's either 14 or 16 count. Some unknown I wrote down fog and I'm bummed because I love it, whatever it is, but then when I bought more fog to start something on it, it was completely different. So I don't know what this is, but I really love this color.
Mine is on 46 count raw natural Bergen linen, the same as my...
You went hard on that linen for a bit.
I bought a piece of it and I think I was like trying to get rid of it. So I was like, this will work. This is fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, not very far. We each did a conversion though, right? Like none of the, I don't think it has any of the called for.
No, full conversion.
So we were like, oh, we have these colors. We'll do something.
This is from SarcyGurl Designs. And it's a large pattern.
It is.
It's fun, but most importantly, this is the first SAL we ever did with our friend Alex.
Yes, Alex.
So.
Cabin in the Woods SAL.
That's it. I forgot to write down my percentage.
Oh, well, I am currently at 1.74, so you are way past that.
I win. Oh, I'm sure Alex is way past either of us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do have at most one goose. So, or duck, whichever.
I'll say duck.
Okay, one duck.
Yeah. Is this one I want to restart too? I'm questioning.
It is a large pattern to stitch on a count you don't love. Are you doing it 1/1?
Yeah.
Oof. I think you just call the Bergen linen a sunk cost and do it on something else.
Yeah, I might, because I love the pattern so much, and this is the only reason I don't work on it is because of the fabric.
Yeah, restart.
I'm almost wondering if I restart everything that's on 46.
Oh, even the bird? I think you're so close. You should finish that little bird, make him an ornament, and then restitch him.
Ornament.
Restitch him, yeah.
I might do that. This is a big piece.
Well, it's a large pattern.
Yeah. Yep.
Does anyone out there want to stitch Cabin in the Woods on 46 count?
With my own conversion.
That's true.
No.
Does anyone want to adopt it?
No, we're not doing
that. I think you should restart it.
I am. I think I will restart it because I do love it. I love the pattern so much, but it's just the fabric.
Yeah.
Okay. Long dog number 3. This one is Saga. And it's stitched on 18 count white Aida with Cosmo Floss. I believe I picked 6 shades of Cosmo Floss.
Oh, that's weird for you.
I know. I really love Cosmo because they have great gradients of color. And I picked this. I don't remember what the range of color is on this. I feel like it's in the 470 something, but I could be very wrong on that. Put it up in the notes or put it up here somewhere. So I want to make it so the frame of it is the darkest, and then make it so it kind of goes back in perspective, so like things appear to be, like lighter things will appear, you know, farther away. But funny story about this, I was looking through, when I was prepping for this video yesterday, I was looking through it, and this was supposed to be done by last November.
Haha.
Yeah.
I mean, best laid plans.
Instead, I am 1.94%.
You've had a busy year. You had a busy year last year.
It's true. But I love it. Like, look at this. I say this every time. This, like, the birds that come up here are great. Like, you just discover things as you're stitching that, like, I didn't see that really. And I looked at the pattern and I'm stitching it and I was like, oh my goodness, those are the best birds.
What? Surprise birds?
Birds! You can't go wrong with surprise birds. I'm gonna work.
Birds.
Like, it's all of, like, it goes up here and then, like, And I'm hoping that Andy, the crow stitcher, does June dog again this year.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember that last year.
Hashtag June dog, and I can focus on a lot of my long dogs in June.
Yeah, hopefully they will. Yeah.
That would make me happy. I'm trying to be more go with the flow, but if I have a prompt, I'm more likely to pick it up. So, hoping. Please. If you're watching this, can you please start in June so I have a reason to start? No. Okay, so that's what, number 3 we said?
Yep, that's 3.
Okay. This next one is from one of my favorite books, Mitnadel und Faden, and it is artwork by, I think, Jutta Ortmann.
Yep.
Jutta Ortmann. And they have, I think there's 14 different bird patterns. And this one I'm just calling bird 1. Like, they don't have names or anything. But I had picked out 12 that I wanted to do. And my plan was last year I was going to do 1 a month. And I did not do it. But we found the working copies of this my mom had. And it was my unicorn book. And I really, really, really wanted it. It was like my number 1 thing. And I ended up getting 2 copies within like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Like, Erinn and my husband each, without knowing the other one was doing it, bought a copy for me.
Yeah. And like, I found one he found one in the Netherlands. I found one in Germany.
Yeah.
And like middle of the night bought it. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to text her husband in the morning and say, guess what I found? And then like woke up to a text from him that the same thing had happened. So
they found it. So I was so happy. And we ended up gifting the extra.
Yeah.
But I have all the color. I did a color conversion because it is in a floss that I was not familiar with or able to get really conveniently. So I did a conversion on it, and I hope to get these done. This one is on my list to finish this year.
Okay, you said get these done, and I was like, let's not do this again.
No. I hope to get these done in a timely manner, but this one is on my list to finish this year. He's so cute.
Nice. What's that fabric?
Thank you, because I forgot to say. 32 count Cafe au lait Lugana by Fiber on a Whim. And that's what they're all going to be on.
Smart.
Yep.
Do you know what you're going to do with them? Frame them? Or?
Frame them. Because I picked out 12, so I'll probably just do like a 4x3 or something.
Nice.
That's it.
All right.
Okay.
I love the next one.
I do too. It's one of my favorites. This is Coffee and Eggs by the Artsy Housewife. And this is on, I know the name of it, 32 count Silver Fox. 32 count Silver Fox Lugana by Fiber on a Whim.
Got one giant coffee cup.
I have a giant coffee mug and some of the plant. I had taken this because I was going to work on it Stitch Away and then got caught up trying to do my start and finish. And I wasn't able to work on it, but I do want to pull this out, and this is on my list to finish. I know there's...
Okay. Wait, how many things are on your list?
25.
25.
But don't add them up because I'm sure I've added more in this video.
Fair. 25 and 25? Is that
25 and 25 is my plan. But, yeah, so this is 10.96%. And I think I'm going to divide it up and do a little bit each month.
That's good.
Have it
Split it
finished
up.
at the end, yeah. It's one that I love so much that I kind of don't want it to be done, but I want it to be done so I can hang it up.
And then you can do another one.
Yeah.
All right, the next one we both started on January 1st. Well, you started.
I started at January 13th.
Yeah.
But...
this is Grief Knows No Bounds, and it is by Stitchers for Peace, and we'll list the names of all of the designers so you can see them.
Yep.
Mine is on, I think it's 16 Count Garden Party from Bestitch Me.
Okay. Mine is on 32 Count Mint Lugana by Fiber on a Whim.
Okay. And it's mostly called for, with the exception of on each of the birds, I'm using some kind of specialty something. So these have Silks for You. That looks like crow or raven. And then the pigeon, there's some Mosale silk and the feathers. And then there's 2 other birds on the top that I have specialty floss picked out for.
It looks so good.
I think the border is intense.
Yeah, it really is. But it's repetitive.
That's fair.
So you can get in the groove of doing. At least I think it's repetitive. I think that
hopefully
there's nothing that's gonna like throw it off. But it's an easy stitch. But yes, it is intense.
Yeah. Yes, and it is the Grief Knows No Bounds Sal.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I am 11.35% done.
Oh, that's right. I don't count my stitches. I don't know.
Well, the pattern, like, every block.
Oh, I thought every block was a stitch.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had my son go through and, like, figure out, like, he, like, selected it all and figured out how many weren't actual stitches, so I was able to get mine. But...
It's like the most boring video game. You can go through and mark them all.
That's true.
Yeah.
Love it. My turn. Okay. This next one is another Owl Forest embroidery pattern. It's called Visiting a Fairy Tale. And this is stitched on 32 Count Cappuccino Lugana by Fiber on a Whim. And this is one of the few Owl Forest I've seen that doesn't have a floss pack. It's all just DMC. So I did the called for. And it is 13.38%. This sun, like I'm excited to get to this sun.
Yeah.
And like fill it out because it's like the majority of the pattern I feel like is this sun.
Those colors are great. It is a bummer they didn't have a floss pack for it.
I feel like, yeah. Because I feel like it would have been like one floss for the green.
Oh,
and
for
like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Instead of like picking multiple colors. But I still love it. It's still a fun stitch. This one might be
a finish this year?
Maybe. Pretty sure. I should have reviewed my list. I'm pretty sure it is, but this one is going to be finished. It's my plan is for to finish it in February. This is Friendly Flower Bot by Ink Circles.
Oh, that'll be good. I'm sure they will, but the
Marjorie's pink stitching?
Yeah,
or
Pink
like
February
the whole...
stitching. It was the girlies, I think. Pink February stitching. Yeah.
I was hoping they would do it again because I was like, yes, this is what I want.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I'm working on.
I have a new pattern I'm going to start for it.
Oh.
If they do it. Yeah.
So this is 32 Count Peony or Peony? Peony?
I always say peony, but
by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm 11.42%. I love this. I did a floss conversion for all of it, and I believe this is like Mosale silk or it's either Mosale. What was the other one? Mrs. Sadis. It's one of those two, but I feel like it looks kind of metallic. I feel like he looks metal, and I love
robot-y.
it. Yeah, robot-y. Exactly. Looks like a robot. But that is on my list for February to finish.
Okay. The next ones that we have, they're different patterns, but we both started something on what would have been our mom's birthday on Groundhog Day, February 2nd last year. So I started a sampler for my mother, Quaker Style by RATM. It's large. It is
Fabric is perfection.
On 14 count Eucalyptus 80, which is kind of her favorite color, by Atomic Range Fabrics. And I'm treating each motif as its own thing and choosing colors for it. So they kind of sort of go to, there are 2 colors that I'm keeping consistent throughout. Like one of the greens and one of the, 2 of the greens actually. So, but the rest just doing their own thing. And
you picked floss based off of like, if you like the name, or if it was like a color mom really would have liked, or
like a color she would like, or like one of the yellows is Daisy because that was our parents' dog's name, or one of the golds is Butterscotch because that was her favorite flavor, I guess. So yeah, Just
I love it.
doing a motif here or there.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy, I was like, oh, I like having, I don't like putting Q-snaps, the things over things. So I was like, oh, I'll buy this large Q-snap. They have a 20 by 20 Q-snap, but my arms are too short to like.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So I don't know if I could recommend a 20 by 20.
You could do, like I have a 11 by 14. You could do like a 20 by 14.
I thought about doing that, but I still have to put it over some, but yeah, the bottoms.
I just put like those like cloths over it.
Yeah, I should try that. But
so my start.
My new one has birds.
I love it. Yeah. My new start that I did when Erinn started that is much smaller.
Much more reasonable.
This is Arranging the Sewing Kit by Ink Circles. And I'm doing this on 32 count Cream and Sugar Lugana by Fiber on a Whim. And this is one that I'm going to finish also in February. Not by her birthday, because it's the 2nd.
I was going to say you got like 5 minutes.
No, but just in February. By the end of February, I want to finish for her.
Very nice.
And I'm sure you'll have yours done by the end of February too.
No problem.
So.
Yeah.
And this is all, I'm doing all the called for that.
Nice.
It's so little.
Oh, I forgot. I'm 14.05% done.
Oh, I have no clue how many percentage.
I mean, that's the full height of it, right?
Yeah, that's the full height. And then like
arranging.
This is the full like width. Yeah, so it'll be like double that.
Okay.
It's really little.
Yeah.
And I want to do all of the black and then fill it in. Like a coloring book.
There you go.
I think it's fun.
One more that we both started.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to see your progress.
Guess what? It's still the same. It's the Walk Fast sampler from Lindy Stitches. Mine is on 14 count Bronze Age Ada from Picture This Plus.
Mine is on 32 count Mercedes Lugana by Picture This Plus.
You were smart. You started with the fish. He's very dense.
He is like 95% of this pattern stitches are in this fish, I think.
I really just wanted to, I really wanted to get to the squirrel. There's a lot of dog hair on this. So I started right where I could get to the little squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the fish because I love the color of the fish, and I cannot think of the name of it right now. But I just love the color. Yeah. I was like, I want to get there. Fast. Like how it just fast. It just says fast.
Fast fish.
I love it. So fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next one.
Oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite.
Really?
I love it so much.
It's good, but I made a mistake.
That's okay.
It's okay. So it's the person who doesn't have to figure out where to stitch it next. So this is Black Vintage Sampler by Alforced Embroidery, and it's on a gorgeous piece of banana oil fabric, 36 count.
You can tell in the dates, like middle to end of January is when we found out about banana oil. Mm-hmm. And we start like, yes, like our next, you'll see.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true.
Banana oil.
So here's the full piece, which I just think is gorgeous. And then I'll like kind of zoom in on where I'm at. So it's hard to see, but it's going to be in black. And I have a mock-up that we will put up here. And I wanted things to like fall in certain spots. And so far it is working out well.
Very nice.
I will probably take this border along here and go up some and try and make sure things are falling where I want them to fall before I like commit to this. But I like it. I mean, it's a subtle look, but I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to stitch on.
Continuing our
so good.
Banana oil era.
Oh, I have another one.
Yeah.
This one was actually scheduled to be finished this month. So it's Emily Dickinson Birds by Wild Violet Cross Stitch. This is on 32 count banana oil. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't give her fabric like names. So we don't have, it's
one of a kind.
I guess, yeah. Oh,
she names them all. Oh.
No, they're all one of a kind. So I don't know. You can get very like similar things, but nothing's ever like reproduced 100%. If that makes sense.
That's fair.
Okay. So this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this to stitch away, and I'm gonna finish it. And then I like pulled it out and I was like, oh,
Not as far as
I
I
was, I'm currently at 50.87%. And there's not like, I mean, I have the saying below and like the border, which it's very subtle. I've changed the floss at Stitch Away, but I wanted it to be subtle.
I love the tone on tone of the border.
Yeah.
That could work for pink February stitching too.
It's probably gonna spill over into February, so
There you
that's
go.
a good thing. And the border is very, like, the margin rather is very tight, like up here especially. But I wanted to use this fabric so bad. It was like a weird size cut. Yes, I love it. So this will be done this year. Obviously it's not going to be done by the end of January, maybe not even the end of February, but this year it will be done.
My next one is also on banana oil.
Yes.
It is called Borealis Fox by the Primitive Hare. And it is called for DMC, except it did call for 1 Threadworks just for the letters, and I swapped that for Afterglow Workshop had a thread called Borealis. So swap that out. I just finished this fox last week, week before.
It was, yeah, it's probably
There's a lot of stitching on him. And now there's just this insane amount of this Aurora to work on. And I'm thinking about cutting, because the Aurora goes out like probably here.
What, really?
It goes really far over. I'm thinking of like
cropping it in some.
Yeah, just like, because it still comes all the way under the fox, and just have it not go as far.
Yeah.
Maybe make it a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, like this is all folded up.
Then you'll have more fabric. You could do like an ornament
That's
or something
true.
on.
I like that idea. Yeah. But yes, I love it so much.
This is one of my favorites of yours.
And
the pattern, the fabric, like everything.
Yeah. Oh, it is a paper pattern, so I'm not sure how far I am. But the fox is done.
That's all that matters.
That's all I know. Yeah.
The fox is dense.
Yeah.
But it looks great.
Thank you.
I love that one. Okay, this next one I started for a Fab 4 fan sal from Cross Stitch the Globe and Julian Stitches. This is Octopus's Garden by Blackbird Designs. It's on 32 count Alchemy, Belfast linen. And I love it. I'm doing all the called for. I feel like I say, and I love it, like after every single one.
I hope you love them.
We're getting to the stage where I did the earlier ones. I'm like, I'm
That's true.
UFOing all of
Some
these.
of these, yeah.
But I love this fabric for it. I feel like it gives really like under the sea kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
very
thought it was
moody.
perfect. There's also a second sal, and I think they're just kind of running adjacent to each other, but it's BBD Magical Mystery Sal, hosted by Sarah from Sarah's Stitchy Spot and Peg from Peg Page 123. So
I love when you can do multiple sals with one.
yes, it's
Yeah.
fun. And then you get to see twice as many projects too.
Yep.
When people post, like you can look through. Yes, I don't think this is on my list though this year to
What?
finish. Believe it or not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right.
Okay.
The next one is another one that we both started. So Evertote sold a Valentine's box last year. That was a pattern from Modern Folk Embroidery and Roxy Floss Co. Floss for the Salentine for Valentine's Day, and it was called With Love, and we did like you can put them together. Like I did the inside and she did the outside. Mine is on 16 count pink chocolate Ada from Bestitch Me, and I used it was 3 colors. I used all 3 of the Roxy Floss colors that came with it.
Okay, mine is on 32 count Stone Lugana by Fiber on a Whim, and I used the red but changed out the teal.
You used the red and the pink.
The red and the
or
pink.
you will use the red and the pink, and you swapped out there's like a light blue that you're swapping for teal.
That's right.
I think
I
Yep.
made the light blue a teal. I think
Yep.
it's Tartan Plaid by Classic Colorworks.
Yeah.
Because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's what I used.
I love it's like relief stitching, like all the pattern on the inside. I think it's so pretty. I'm at 18%.
I'm at 16.34.
There you go. Oh, and it is the Stitching Salentine is the name of the sal.
Hosted by Modern Folk Embroidery, Evertote, and Roxy Floss.
Yeah. I didn't get the Valentine's box this year. I kind of wish I had.
Same.
Yeah. Boo.
Yeah. All right.
We're entering the dark cobblestone era.
It's true. It's true. There are a couple. Well, one I might change.
Fair.
But okay, so this is Forest Embroidery Ever Flowering Garden that I am stitching on, like Erinn said, a dark cobblestone. This is 32 count, and I'm using the Forest Embroidery Floss Pack. This is a giant pattern.
It is large.
Like very large.
Yeah.
So I started working on this, and then I saw that Sarah from Millennial Stitchers was working on it, one of her videos, and so I think I reached out and just said how great it was looking or something, and we were like, let's stitch this together. And I am a horrible Sal partner. I say it every time I show this because I have not done a lot on it at all. But it's not like an official, we don't have like a hashtag or anything. We're just trying to stitch it together. But she is much farther along, and she started, I believe, in the middle. And we're both trying to get to this really good bird.
Nice.
But I don't think
race to the bird.
It's a race to she's gonna win.
Yeah.
It is no competition. But
and Sarah has Millennial Fabrics also now, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Milka's stitching it.
Yes, and that's what I was gonna say. Also, Milka started stitching it, and we all at StitchCon, the three of us were like, let's all show our progress. And I might have cut my fabric wrong.
Oh no! Wait, you mean the wrong way?
No, my fabric's real large and theirs was not. And I was like, did I just count wrong? But it's this motif is this. It's 16 more times. So it's a giant pattern.
Yeah. You should remeasure it.
I'm gonna remeasure it just to make sure.
If you can, cut it down a little bit. Save you some.
It's true. It's intense. I'm not gonna unfold it. It's a lot.
Just pretend there's a lot of fabric here. And that's.
It's or do I unfold it? No.
You may as well. We're here. Yeah.
We're here.
We're here. We're doing this.
Oh
gosh. I can't even get it all on the screen. I think you should double check that.
I know.
That's going to be the world's most expensive frame if it is that large.
Oh gosh.
So many pins.
So many pins. Need more pins.
We took a pinning class at Stitch Away.
It was so good.
Barbara taught a pinning class. It was amazing. But
the key is just more pins.
Lots and lots and lots of pins.
That's going to be 4 boxes of those pins. Once it's done, it might be one that I send off and do not frame myself because
I support that.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
But I love it. And so, of course, I'm going to finish this year. Not at all. Okay. The next one is After the Roses by Ink Circles. And I cannot... It's one of the ones that's a medallion. I can't remember if this is the correct way to hold this, but it's either this, it's one of these ways. It is on 32 count Gingerbread Lugana by Picture This Plus. And you helped me pick this one. I
was gonna say I really like those colors together. So
well, you helped me pick the
good job,
fabric.
Erinn.
Yeah.
Good job, Erinn. Yeah.
Because I think I had there was one that was similar, but I don't think it was as warm.
I remember. Yeah.
And then I had a gray version. You were like, no.
Yeah.
Gingerbread.
Not it. That's not it.
So I love it. I just need to get back to it. Convince 3 people to do a round robin with me so I don't have to stitch all of it.
Yeah. We need people who like 32 count Lugana and stitch the way you stitch.
It's true. I stitch backwards, so it's hard.
Yeah. But the next one we both started Long Dog Samplers for the Sal.
4.
That's 5. Right. We'll have 4. A ticker. We'll keep track.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we both started them for the Long Dog Leap Year Sal, but started different ones. So you can do yours first.
Okay. Mine is Blue de Saxe, and this is actually the second start of this. I had a different color palette and decided I did not like it at all and started it on dark cobblestone, 32 count dark cobblestone Lugana. And this is stitched with the Gloriana Royal Plum, which is my absolute favorite. But I might change the fabric. I might restart it for a 3rd time. I don't know.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know.
Does it look too muted on that?
Maybe. I'll show you. I have... Okay. This is another WIP that I'm just going to show you out of order. It's the same floss, but it's on white. And it just seems to pop. Or it's not on white. It's on a Silvery Moon or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just seems to pop. But then part of me is like, do I do it on like a crazy like fabric?
Ooh. I mean, you know what my
Like-
answer is going to be.
I just want it to be brighter, I think. Like, even if I do it on an obnoxiously bright fabric or something,
Yes.
it needs to,
Yes.
it needs to change.
I know
Something
the
about
exact fabric.
it. Do?
I'll show you it when we get to it.
Is it going to be Diva?
No, it's Needle Bling Designs Margarita.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I love the floss so much, and I don't feel like it's popping on this fabric. So,
Hold on, I have it coming up soon.
oh my goodness.
Hold please, but imagine.
That is bright. But it could be, oh, I can't look
You
at it.
said obnoxious.
I can't look at it. I said bright. I didn't say obnoxious.
You did say obnoxious.
I did?
Yeah. That was your exact word.
Did I?
Yeah. We'll rewind the tape. It'll happen. You'll see it.
Like, even if I do it on an obnoxiously bright fabric or something.
Yes.
I just wanted to be on a brighter fabric. So, and it's not like I'm, in the grand scheme of this pattern, this is nothing.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I would rather restart it and be happy with.
If you don't love it, that is a lot of work to put it on something
Yeah.
that you're just okay
And
with.
it's kind of a special one. This was from the book.
That's true.
And I wanted it to be, like, worthy.
Yes.
Yep, I'm going to change it. I just don't know what to.
I also started a long dog sampler from Amity was kind enough to let me stitch one from the book. I am stitching Rouge de Saxe.
This one's so good.
It's my very first long dog.
Yes.
Yay.
Counter 1.
Yes, one for Erinn. This is on 16 count Space Rock Ada from Bestitch Me, and I picked PR 166, which is the brightest pink from Silks for You, and Winter Prairie from Color and Cotton. The blue is Morticia, thank you, from Night Stalker's Calling, and then I forget the number of the gold. I think it's PR 092 from Silks for You. I'll double check. But I love this one, and like, I love the saying the best. Like the rest of it, fine, but the saying's great. But it says, so many gods, so many creeds, so many rows that wine and wine, when all the only thing this sad world needs is just is the art of being kind or something.
Yeah.
Something similar.
And
you
you're
get the vibe.
doing, like, the bright pink are all, like, the animals.
The critters,
like, critters, right?
Yep. And
Gold
then
for the words.
gold for words, and then just a mix of blue and Winter Prairie for the rest. So
I like that you put the date that you started, the year you started. I do that a lot of times. I think a lot of people do it the year they finish. But I just, if I'm at that point, I want to fill it in.
yes, same. Especially since it's in relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've decided I'm like 25%.
I feel like that's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has that same motif yours has with the S's.
Yes, it
the
has
scroll, like scrolling S's on
Is it the
side.
same? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's the same.
Busted.
Busted.
Reusing motifs.
No.
It was like a theme.
My goal is going to be, I have to find bright fabric for something fun.
We can do that.
Okay. All right. This next one is for my daughter. I started on her birthday last year. And maybe I'll pick it up again on her birthday this year in a couple months. But
everything about it, though, like, just screams her daughter.
It's true.
It's great.
It's called Zombie Unicorn. And it is by Needleminder Layer on Etsy. And I put it on this, like, she did not pick this, but if she was given the choice, she would have picked this fabric.
Like,
it's 32 count opal. Erinn, help me with the word.
Oh, we do it every time. Amphitrite.
Amphitrite linen by Under the Sea. And so I'm approximately 2.19%. Not approximately. I am 2.19%.
It feels like it's maybe 2.19, if I had to guess.
If I had to guess.
Yeah.
So I love it. Like, this just is her personality.
Yeah.
A girly girl with like a I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I want to say dark side, and that's weird.
No,
like, it's
just
not like
she's a very tough, like, independent. She's still a pandemic baby, kind of.
Yeah.
But yes, she is fierce and she loves sparkles.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah.
Good way to put it. Okay.
Another long dog.
Long dog number something.
Whatever.
5 or 6 or something. This is Act of God. Obviously by Long Dog Samplers. And this is on 18 count white Aida. And I picked 5 colors. I started this, there was a sale that Gail at gw.stitching.depot started. It was the Act of God sale 2024. And I also stitched on this for June Dog last year, which I hope I'll do again.
So
did I mention that?
we are requesting June Dog, Pink February stitching.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like all the sales that were last year, please start again.
Yeah.
So I love the palette on this. I'm questioning this green, which is like I literally stopped like midway through, which is why that's hanging there. But I don't know, like it got to feel kind of like camo-y, and I wasn't sure if I loved it. So I might change that one color, but I've looked everywhere. Like we looked when we went to Color and Cotton, I didn't see anything that like really fit, and then I looked the Roxy Floss and didn't see anything. I've obviously looked at like my DMC and Classic Colorworks and all that. I might just leave it.
Are you thinking brighter gold? Like, what do you think
No,
would make
the
it
green.
feel?
The
That green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love all the others. It's just this I don't like
Yeah.
the change, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find something.
Yeah.
I can stitch everything but that until I
There
find
you
it.
go. All right, now we're to the point where mine are super out of order. So I just started this one on December 15th. This is, and I have a real sad little star, part of a tree. This is Autumn in the Pines from Rosewood Manor. So it is it's fairly large. It's not super big.
I would say it's a large
It's like
pattern.
187 by 187, I think.
I would say that's large.
Yeah. I'm doing just a conversion with different fancy flosses. Basically, it's a ton of greens, and then there's a section in the center that's all like fall leaves, so like oranges and reds and stuff. So doing a conversion. It is on 28 count Desert Tan Lugana from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And I was super excited when we were at Stitch Away. We ended up in like a blob of tables that kind of all just pushed together.
They're all just together.
Yeah, and I'd never really seen anyone or many people working on this.
I hadn't either.
And like I looked down the table and Karen was there, who's Bitten Station Crafter, and she was working on it. So I think she started on the other side.
Yeah, she has a couple. I think her progress is on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, she has a couple of trees done, I think. So, but it's really fun. Just lots of different shaped trees. In classic Rosewood Manor fashion, there's some specialty stitches as well. So, yeah, we'll get to those.
I think it's going to be neat to see how the pattern looks on this. Like,
yeah,
because when Karen had hers, she's also doing it on like a lighter than the called for fabric. Yeah. And the amount of detail that you don't see is crazy. Like, there's so many trees.
The called for is like, it's Huntress by Stitch Me, not Huntress from Picture This Plus, which is a hot pink.
Which is like a pink.
Yeah. But it's super dark green, so much of it is just like ghost stitching. But there's a ton of little trees on this.
Yeah.
I thought about, I'm not organized enough to do motif a week, but I thought about doing it as motif a week and just doing a little tree each week. But we'll see. But yes, I'm excited to stitch it. It's fun.
I want it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making a mental note of that one for WIP of the Weeks.
There you go. There's some birds in it.
But I want to watch you stitch it.
That's fair.
Okay.
You're like, oh, no. I want you to stitch it.
I'm not starting. I'm not in the mood to stitch.
I know. That's right. I'm just saying, when I'm done with it in a couple years, maybe you will be.
Maybe I will be in a couple years. I'll get back to. Okay. This next one is Frederica by Caritas Samplings. And all I have done is the start of the border, but I love this pattern so much. So much. Like, this, Frederick and Frederica are probably two of my favorite patterns, like, hands down, like, of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love them so much.
That's high praise.
I love them. And Carolyn and Anna from Curious Crafters, and I said this before, like, they finished them for their mom. And after I saw the finishes, I was like, I've been putting off starting these for so long, like, I have to do it.
Yeah.
So, it's a little start, but it's a start at least. And this is on 32 count Vanilla Latte Lugana by Bestitch Me. And then Frederick will also be on the other half of this fabric.
Nice.
It's cut, but you know what I mean? It'll be on the same fabric. And I am not filling in, I think this one has the whole border like as like solid full coverage filling in, and I'm not going to do that.
That's a lot.
No. I'm going to make it look like the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for consistency.
Yes, you definitely want them to look
not
the same.
for laziness, for
No.
consistency.
It's efficient.
Efficient.
Yeah.
But it's all the called for floss and everything.
Nice.
I believe.
Finish those this year.
I wish. I love them. But no, they won't be done.
Okay.
Because I haven't even started the other one.
Fair. You can't start it then.
Well, I could, but I just don't feel like it. Okay, banana oil. More banana oil. This is You Complete Me.
I object to the title, but go ahead.
Not going to say anything more about it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is just like a really simple pattern I designed. It's just a heart that, you know, looks like giant cross stitches. And so I'm going to do all of them but one, and then I'm going to have my husband do the last one in whatever color he chooses. Because he isn't, I don't know. He's not a stitcher, but he's doing that for me.
There you go. He's very supportive of it.
He's
though.
very supportive, yes. He just doesn't, you know, physically like to cross stitch really, but I thought it would be fun to have one stitch, or one like
X.
X.
Yeah.
I say one stitch,
Yeah.
but like one like full X that he would do. And this is just on 18 count banana oil, Ada. And I'm using Threadworks 1041, which I absolutely love. And I'm just letting the colors fall where they fall, which is weird for me. Because normally I would try and like line things up or make it flow. And I'm like, no, it's just what it is. So it's been really fun. And this is one that will be done this year. I even thought like if I just do like one a day.
Oh yeah.
It would get done
Like
so
a quick,
fast.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
so I'm at 11.11%. It's like a lucky number.
Fun.
I think I was gonna just offer it as like a free pattern. Just like a free.
Oh yeah. Super simple. Yeah.
Super
Just-
simple. I mean
yeah.
anyone could do it. It's like take the X and like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a super simple pattern, but
My next one is mulberry trees, and I need to serge the top of it. I started it on January 24th of 2024, and it is a pattern by Darling and Whimsy Designs that I'm mostly done with. There's one more tree thing at the bottom, and then just the border. Like these mulberries go all the way around. So it is on 14 count, lightly salted, not roasted Ada from Bestitch Me with the called for floss, and yeah, just a little bit left paper pattern, so I'm not sure what
I love it.
percentage
so
I'm at,
much.
but yeah, I just think it's fun. And it says, I will not say that your mulberry trees are dead, but I'm afraid they are not alive. And it is from a letter that Jane Austen wrote to her sister. So
Love it.
yeah, I need to.
I want you to finish that one too. That's on my top of ones that I want you to finish.
I want you to finish that one this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I really should. It's just like a repetitive border, and then
I feel like that'd be excellent plain stitching.
it would be, or retreat stitching.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this next one is a pattern I started for Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe's birthday Sow, and this was Hello 40 B-Day Sow, and it was basically, I think, stitched on any Hello from Liz Matthews pattern. So I had one already as a WIP, so I just did a little more work on it. This is Bittersweet Village by Hello from Liz Matthews, and stitched on 32 count gray mauve Lugana by Zweigart. Actually, Erinn, I think, accidentally ordered this or did something and gave it to me.
I ordered it. It was going to be for my Garden of Zig.
That's right.
I believe.
That's right. You say that every time, and I never know. I never remember the story.
Yeah, and I can't remember. Oh, they didn't have 28 counts, so I was like, no, I'm going to be brave and do 32. And then I changed mine.
Got it.
So,
But yeah, I love it. I love the way the colors like pop. I'm doing all the called for colors. Or no. Yes, all the DMC. I believe it's charted in MPI or something, but I did all the DMC colors for it. Yep.
Liz Matthews seems so nice.
Generally, I feel like she's one of the nicest people.
Yes. So nice.
Okay, so this next one is a design that I have available on my Etsy shop. It just went through a name change. This was the Schitt's Creek sampler, and I am going to change the name to a shitty sampler.
Let's keep Amity out of litigation.
It's true. Well, I was like, I don't want to run into any. Nobody. I don't feel like anyone ever would have said anything, but
Right. Yeah.
I didn't want to take the chance, so I just changed the name. It is still Schitt's Creek sample on Etsy. I'm going to change it this week, but so here's my progress on this. This is stitched on 18 count white Aida, and I'm 12.04%. And my goal is to finish this week. I have it divided this week. No, this year.
Your hands would fall off. Like
this year, I have it kind of divided to do like certain things per month / kind of like quarterly designs.
Yeah.
So, yep. And this is one of the best Sal names, if I do say so myself.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julian Stitches 16 started as Sal, and it is I have asked you thrice now for a Sal. So I love that. Good. I love it. And I need to post. I've been working on this past few days actually. I have Motel finished.
Mm-hmm.
I started some lines up here, some lines down here.
All the lines.
All the lines.
Yeah.
I was trying to like get things blocked out was my plan. So
That's
then,
smart. Yeah.
because it's a lot of block stitching, and if I don't want to stitch with that color, I wanted to make it easy for me to switch to something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love this design.
I hope so. Much. Yeah. If not, you did this to you.
It's true.
Yeah. My next is my bright one. It's Carnival.
Love it.
From Jan Hicks Creates. It's on 18 count Margarita from Needle Bling Designs, and I did a Bestitch Me conversion, which is super bright floss or silks that I had. I'm at 5%, and it's really fun because there's a lot of repeating patterns. So yeah, good to take when traveling, or I took it to, we went to the Color and Cotton like one day event, so I took it to that. And I started it as part of the summer carnival sale that Marjorie Maid is hosting. So.
And it is so large.
It is big. Like it's, hold on, I opened it the wrong way. There we go. It's bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Is it a long dog? No. Is it bigger than I thought it would be? Yes. Yeah.
It looks like fun though.
It is fun. Like,
I might have to eventually do that. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe in a couple years when you feel like starting new things.
It's true. Yeah. I'm on to my second stack.
Yes.
We don't have to worry about this one
there
falling.
Yet. Good, because that's been stressing me out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Stack 2.
Stack 2. I have no clue if they're even. It was just, once the one stack started looking like it was going to fall, I started another one. Okay. So this one is, okay, so it's 4 patterns that I'm stitching together. And this is the Birdie and Berries series? Yes. Series by Tell and Emblem. So there are 4 patterns. This one that you can see the whole border on is the cardinal, the northern cardinal. And so all I have done, I didn't take it out of the Q-snap, but all I have done for the others is like this one thing to mark where the places were. But there's northern cardinal, yellow warbler, American robin, and indigo bunting. And so I'm stitching them all together, and I kind of took this idea from Jen. She had stitched them individually, but had finished them in a picture frame. And we've shown it before, but I want to show it again.
Yeah.
So she had put like one in each pane, and they were like, her and Barbara, like, it's so hard to find windows with square panes, but they found one and it fit perfect. And so I think the picture we have is from the fair.
Yeah, she entered it in the fair.
She got second, but she should have got first. 100% she should have got first.
Rob.
But
yeah.
So I totally took that idea. Thank you, Jen. And stitched it all together. So this one, I don't know the percentage on this. Oh, but it is on 32 count Helix Lugana by Picture This Plus. And this is one that I want to finish this year. And I'm stitching like per season. Yeah. So like the cardinal, like this one will be done by March, and then
you made good progress on that one because you were working on that at Stitchway.
Yeah. I started and I just had like this, like the others. Yeah.
Nice.
On this one, I'm counting. It's one project, but kind of 4 WIPs because they're 4 different designs.
Yep.
So I'm gonna count when I get this done. It's gonna be a finish.
I
Like when I
support that.
like finish each
Yeah.
one, it'll be a finish because I want it to be.
Because I said so.
Because I said I was gonna have 25 finishes.
There you go. Stack the decks.
Yep. Yeah, I love it, and I've been actively working on this, which is why it's in a Q-snap still. Okay. The next one I showed earlier briefly, but it is Foul Mood by Ink Circles. And this is on 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana by Witchelt. And it's stitched with, again, the Gloriana Royal Plum, which is my favorite floss.
If you can't find it,
It's because I bought it out
Yeah.
from everywhere. No, I bought it off of 123 Stitch. Oh, and they were so nice. I had, like, the dye lots were a lot different. Like, a lot different places I was buying it. And I had, like, I reached out for the other one. For the long dog. It doesn't matter.
yeah, the point.
I needed 13 skeins. And I was just made a note. I was like, if there's any way, like, you could, if you have the same lot, that would be absolutely amazing. I understand if you can't. And they totally did. And they got all of them from the same lot. And I thought that was so nice.
And they always, that when you check out, there's that little box that says, we read every note.
Yeah,
So
and that's what I put in there. And they really do, which is so lovely.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it picks up the detail of the different colors in it. But I love it. And that's why I think it'd be so cool on something bright.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really going to, like, emphasize the color.
What about an orange?
Your face. Then I have to stare at orange. I like it on I'm going to keep this one on.
Oh, yeah, I mean for the other
one. We'll see. Oh, no.
Because it's got like an orangey.
I wonder if any of the hand-dyed by Rolanda ones.
I have an orange one.
We'll see.
It's very bright.
We'll see.